Game.
All aboard!
And we're
All
back.
aboard! Whoop, whoop.
And we're back.
Next up, Usually Suspect.
Episode 2.
Yeah, alright, okay.
All right.
Welcome. Alright, April 25th.
2018.
April 25th.
2018.
That's right.
This is Usually Suspect.
Yes.
And we're here. We're back.
I'm Fritz.
I'm Nick.
In case you forgot.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, man.
So, Fritz, how you been this week?
I've been better. I've been worse. But surely enough, I just keep on going.
All right. That was very Matthew McConaughey dazed and confused of you.
No idea who that is.
Do you have anything? All right. Sounds like a good
Just
week.
kidding. I know who he is. Jeez.
Oh, like the rapper Geezy?
Geezy?
Geezy, yeah. You know Geezy?
I'm not that slut. Yo, fuck that song.
I don't know.
Fuck. Jeezy sent us stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that?
Ooh, I don't know.
All right.
We have a little thing here today. Some new decorations. Special guest, Oedipus.
Yo, is that the name of your plant?
Yeah, he's a real motherfucker.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, you'd understand if you saw the play Oedipus, which is a Greek tragedy, in a theatre. The Globe props probably. Yes, Oedipus indeed fucked his mother.
Quite dutifully.
Yeah, silly guy.
Yeah, what a silly goose. All right, well, on to a much more serious man who probably enjoyed Oedipus, because he's that kind of dude. Elon Musk.
Oh, I've heard about this guy.
Yeah. have you heard of him?
Oh, yeah, apparently he's very big.
Yeah, everyone's talking about him because he does a lot of cool shit. But what I want to say is he the savior of the Earth or a mad scientist?
Is he evil?
He could be. He's right out of a James Bond movie.
That's like, people agree on that. And
he's got rockets and batteries and
in a
tunnels
world
under
where
the city.
Anything's possible. I don't know. I think it could be.
I don't think he is.
He could be if he wanted to be.
He could be if he wanted to be. That's kind of scary.
He's so rich now. He's so goddamn rich now. What is he in charge of? He's in charge of SpaceX, which is a private company.
Yeah, they have a
and
launch
he's
next week.
in charge of. Oh yeah, what's up with that?
Oh, they just I don't know. There's just some article about they're updating the Falcon 9 rocket because Elon Musk is launching a rocket every single month this year. That's cool.
You're getting the market up.
Woo woo. So yeah,
Or a supply of rocket launches.
Yeah, SpaceX, Tesla, the Boring Company. What other companies does he?
He's got an AI thing.
Oh yeah,
he's got Tesla. You say Tesla?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Solar City.
Yeah, I saw Tesla's stock price was around 325. It was that was the time. It was at 280.
All right.
280 around there. So that's kind of lower than it was. I remember it was like at 380 at one point. It was huge. I mean, of course everything was overvalued. Yeah, but anyways, at the end of the day, it's still a huge market cap, and he is a wealthy man.
Wealthy man with
influential too. People love his cars.
Yes,
they go to they're
pretty cool.
It's like a tech thing. It's like Steve Jobs showed him the way. He was like, stand in front of them, and they will come.
You have to wear the same kind of clothes every time.
Stand in front of them and hear them roar. Yeah, dude, he could totally be Dr. Evil.
He could be Dr. Evil, and I don't think he is, and I'm happy for that. So, I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, no, he could definitely be the future we need. There's no way to tell.
Yeah, no way to tell.
Cool guy. I mean, he sells flamethrowers. It's all promotional. He's a good marketer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hypertubes.
Oh, Hyperloop.
Yeah, Hyperloop. Yeah, that's what the company. Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, dude, that's like coming to a theater near you, 2025. Seriously, people think about this. Our lives are about to be changed. We can travel faster. We're saving ourselves time. Life will feel longer.
Think about that.
We're becoming immortal. Just kidding. That would be terrifying. Yeah. Hey. Can I say something?
Yeah.
I think it is time for
What time is it?
A little bit of MLB standings.
Who put a question mark on the prompter? Every time, everyone knows if you put a question mark on the prompter, Fritz reads it.
It's not my fault, people. Come on, Baxter.
Damn it.
Milk was a bad choice.
Unique
New York.
That decision.
Unique New York. All right, sports fans, it's your favorite time of the week for you sports people. The MLB standings. In the AL East, the Red Sox are leading with a 17-5 record. They're still 8-1 at home. Close behind, the Blue Jays are at 14-8 and the Yankees 13-9. Come on, boys, catch up. The Red Sox are getting away early, but on a 3-game losing streak currently. All right, AL Central. The Cleveland Indians are 12-9, and the Detroit Tigers at 9-11. Whoops! And they're 2.5 games back. Those Tigers. Indians are running ahead. In the AL West, Shohei Ohtani's LA Angels are still in first place at 16-8. Close behind them, the Houston Astros at 16-9. That's half a game. National League. In the NL East, the Mets are out 15-6 at 7.14 percentage. 7-4 at home this year, and Yoenis Cespedes has been looking phenomenal. The Phillies are close behind at 14-8, and with 1.5 games back, they'll be closing in soon. NL Central, the Brewers are out to a good start, and they are 1 game ahead of the Cardinals. Brewers at 15-9, Cardinals at 13-9. And in the NL West, we got the Diamondbacks still ahead of the Rockies. D-backs 16-6. They're 9-3 at home. Keep your eye on Peralta, like I said last week. And the Rockies at 13-12. Shout out to you Colorado boys. We love you out there. And that is the MLB standings. And dude, I'm not gonna lie, I know I'm not as fast today with the MLB standings. And it's because, honestly, my heart's not in it.
Where was your heart?
My heart's, I'm gonna lie, my heart is in the hockey.
Yo, hockey,
Tonight is a big night for hockey, especially you Bruins fans out there.
Yes.
The Bruins are playing in a Game 7 against the Toronto Maple Leafs. I believe it is in Boston, which is a big advantage. And I just have to talk a little Bruins right here. I know I'm stealing the sports segment, it's hijacking in quick, but it's Game 7, and I'm freaking out. And really, I'm going to tell you what's going to have to happen tonight if the Bruins need to win. Tuukka's going to have to play great. He's going to have to bring his A game because Anderson's looking good, and we might not get a lot of goals. I expect line 1 for the Bruins to do well, and I'm looking for a big game out of DeBrusk, maybe a clutch game-winning goal. You heard it here first. I usually suspect. And, yeah, so I'm excited.
Yeah, the Bruins really let it go. They had a 3-1 lead in the series.
Yeah, 3-1, and it's gone, but as you know, anything can happen in hockey, so.
Especially playoff hockey.
Yeah, it's the best time of the year.
Fritz, do you smell that?
Achoo! I think it's what's this? The beef of the week.
Yes. It might be a feedlot here at Usually Suspects because that's how much beef we have. That's how much beef there is.
The people rejoice. There's so much beef. The people can eat the beef. We give it you beef. So, what's your beef, man?
Yes. I love this. This is my favorite segment. Beef of the week. Yeah. This happened yesterday, actually. We were together here. We had a nice lunch at the Porthole. Free plug for those
Commercial
people
Street.
In the greater Portland area of Maine. Porthole, beautiful restaurant. You said pretty beautiful.
Nice to sit outside on a nice day.
I mean, it's
I feel like the smell of the sea.
I think the ocean's quite pleasant, but beautiful. We're out there on the dock, sitting outside, enjoying a nice lunch. A group of friends comes in after us. Not our friends. They sit at a different table, and one of the women in that group, she had something, Fritz.
What'd she have? I remember.
A large bag of McDonald's.
Yeah, talk about a weird move that will get you in trouble in the eyes of other people's opinions of you. So, literally, it's just you're at a restaurant and you're holding a McDonald's bag. That's stupid and shouldn't be allowed and is, whatever. It's not, it was just annoying.
And
do you remember carrying the McFlurry?
She might have.
The waitress carrying the McFlurry
The waitress,
when they were done?
yeah, the waitress carrying the McFlurry. It takes
dude, that does piss me off.
She was eating it secretly too. She was eating it secretly. She was reaching into the bag and looking both ways, pulling out a fry.
And left it.
Yeah, and just
couldn't
left
have
all
crushed
the
it up and put it under her armpit. Where's the effort? Come on, you brought McDonald's in.
Take the McDonald's out.
Bill Burr laugh right there. Yeah, I can't believe this bitch. Beef beach.
So, Fritz, you got any beef this week?
Oh man, I have a beef at the same event.
Same place.
That literally pissed me off so much that
So much beef
I also
happened.
had a beef though, a little bit of self beef. Not gonna
Personal
lie.
beef again this week? Personal
Whatever.
beef.
But mine is when
I like that you can open up to me.
our waitress looked at me and she was I like ordered all respectfully and everything, like I promised. And and she was, I couldn't tell if she liked me or not. And I'm trying to be a good customer, and I don't know. What does that say about me? That's my beef of the week. That I get upset when waiters or waitresses are ambiguous in their feelings towards me, as far as like just being pleasant. I don't know.
I like that you can open up to me here on the Usually Suspect podcast, Fritz.
Maybe someone should get me a chair
Or a couch to lounge in. Ooh.
Oh yeah, one of the therapy chairs.
Yeah.
Couches, whatever.
It's Dr. Tobias. All right. On that note,
That's my beef stew. And on that note,
this might be a good time for a word from our sponsors.
oh, I love a good word from our sponsors.
Money, 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 money.
My friend,
It's time.
it is time. Today is April 26th, and if you haven't noticed, we're wearing completely different clothes.
Why is that?
Because we started recording on April 25th, and we've been recording for
Dude,
this whole time.
we haven't stopped. I really have to pee.
Yeah, we're gonna do some editing though, so don't worry, people. It's okay. It's alright, okay.
I'm taking the hood off.
Yeah.
That was some real
Yeah.
culty shit right
Yeah, that was
there.
some culty shit. It was culty shit.
What a...
I like talking about cults, and I think we should talk about cults.
Let's talk about
But
cults.
before we talk about cults, I have to acknowledge that it is April 26th, and yesterday I was talking a lot about how the Bruins had a big game that night.
That you were.
And update for all you dummies who aren't updated with the world, the Bruins won last night 7-4.
yes.
DeBrusk scored 2 goals like I said he needed to do. And
Probably
Tuukka,
because you said that.
yeah, probably. And Tuukka played really bad.
Really?
Which I said he had to play great. And so I was wrong there. Tuukka played bad, but, you know, the offense was there, so shout out to the Bruins.
What was the final score?
7-4. And so they're playing Tampa, and Tampa has home ice coming back, and that's really important. And something also happened today today, like before we started recording. What happened that was so
While
crazy.
we were setting everything up.
Yeah, like one of the most funny people ever.
One of the world's top comedians was officially found guilty today of sexual assault. And he goes by the name of Bill Cosby.
Hot Cosby. I'd like 1 hot Cosby and a sausage mushroom pizza, please and thank you. $17.39? All right.
Well, you can't have the pudding in the pot.
Hey, Rudy! Ah.
With his sweaters. With his guy can't get the Cosby sweaters.
I got in trouble. I did a little raping.
He did more than just a little
Yeah,
raping.
he did a lot of raping, and he was naughty. And I guess justice has found itself. He was found guilty on 3 counts.
Ooh.
And I'll list them out for you because they're pretty funny to read, but not funny to get. The first one is penetration without lack of consent.
You can't do that.
The second one is penetration while unconscious.
Also can't do that.
And the third one is penetration after administering an intoxicant. As we know, he was doing the Rufalin. And so basically, he's serving up to a maximum of 10 years, but they will be served concurrently. That's 10 years. He's 80 years old right now. Is this a life sentence? Will Bill Cosby die in jail?
Yeah, probably. Honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll be in celebrity jail.
Yeah, which is better.
A lot better.
That's like where Jordan Belfort went, right?
Yeah.
Even though he wasn't famous.
He was cellmates with Tommy Chong, actually. Him and Tommy Chong were in prison together. Jordan Belfort.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That is fucking awesome.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
The more you know.
Yeah.
Tommy Chong is a cool guy.
Really cool guy. Very, very interesting character. But Bill Cosby, this has got to be pretty upsetting for a lot of older people.
Yeah, I mean, especially comedians.
Yeah.
He was a hero.
Yeah,
People loved him. I know Norm loved him, and
Yeah.
I'm a big Norm guy.
You are a big Norm guy. I know Brian Callen was talking about how he was very upset. Yeah, I'm a big Brian Callen fan for you guys, The Fighter and the Kid. He was very upset about this.
Yeah, and rightfully so. This is a hero. This is someone we look up to. Not me personally, because I was a little bit younger, but growing up watching The Cosby Show, that was an American staple.
Yeah.
OGBYN, right? Wasn't he one of those? Yeah.
Yeah. He was. Yeah.
I mean, this also leads me into the question: can you separate the man from the work? Like, also think about Kanye West. Kanye West going off on Twitter recently.
That.
Have you heard about this?
Yeah.
Have you seen this?
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
my goodness, he's aligning himself with Trump and wearing MAGA hats, and he's just. Honestly, it's all for promotion, and it's working. People are all hysterical about it. He lost like 8 million followers. I think he gained them all back.
Really?
I think he gained them all back. I'm not sure. I could be completely wrong. I'm not sure what his current Twitter following is, but
I know he said Trump is my brother.
yeah. So yeah, it's funny how we got here. But can you separate the artist from the work?
You have to an extent until you. Well, one, if you start raping people, no, you lose. I think you lose your artistic reputation. Bill Cosby started fucking raping people and roofing women. That's not cool. Fuck his comedy at this point, in my opinion. Like,
I'm sure a lot of people will disagree with you because they grew up with him and they loved it so much. But you have a perfectly valid opinion.
Well, I'm not saying you need to necessarily not like boycott Bill Cosby and not watch his old like 70s stand-up. If you want to do that and you want a retro stand-up, go for it.
But it will always be tainted.
But it will always be tainted. Exactly.
It will. Just like Louis C.K. Just like every time you hear Louis C.K., you're gonna think of him just jerking off in front of women.
Yeah, with a flaccid cock.
Yeah. Just give me a minute. Oh,
yeah, that's a weird detail. He was flaccid masturbating in front of women. That's weird.
That's what I think about that. Yeah, dude, you want to talk more about Kanye? I don't really know. Dude, I just like fucking like. Oh, it's just like, what did we expect?
Yeah, I don't know.
What did we expect from him?
You know kind of how I feel. I've always thought Kanye is just a egotistical maniac.
Yeah, he says he's a genius. He's a maniac.
I think he's honestly kind of a loser. Like, yeah, that's my hot take on him. Like,
he has a couple kids with Kim Kardashian, and you know what happens when you come to the Kardashian family? The men in that family, they either become women or they just like get fat like Little Rob, and I don't know. I just what was it? Austin for the Cowboys, wide receiver. He became nothing. Reggie Bush was nothing. Lamar Odom did crack. I mean, just what do you guys like? Tristan Thompson cheated on Khloe before playoffs, so maybe that'll save him. I don't know. That's a weird family. The more you know.
You got some rappers in there too. You got like Travis Scott.
Oh yeah, rappers, NBA players, NFL players.
Travis Scott is currently in the Kardashians, right? Or the Jenner.
Yeah, maybe the catch to this is you have to get with a Jenner to like get your way out of it, because right now it looks like Travis Scott's career is still well intact and he's doing fine. And
listen up, successful young black men in Hollywood. Go for a Jenner, not a Kardashian, and your career will not be over. You heard it here first.
If you could have your pick of the litter,
yeah,
are you gonna go Jenner or Kardashian, and which one?
Jenner, totally. Well, just because I want Kendall. Yeah,
she's gorgeous.
Kendall's just beautiful.
There's a part of me that loves Kylie, but I know it's all fake and it's all facade.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all facade.
Part of me, no.
There's definitely a cult following the Kardashians. There are white bitches and bitches of all kinds, if I'm not trying to focus on one. But these bitches, these hoes, they love their keeping up with the Kardashians. And, cults are pretty popular nowadays. You know about a cult.
I do know about a cult, and it's a pretty popular cult coming from somebody in Hollywood.
Nick has talked to me about this a couple times, and I really wanted to get him on the podcast to talk about it because I think not a lot of people know about this, actually, and it's pretty funny, and it's pretty, kind of weird, and we'll let you guys decide, what's up with this? What's up with this?
Well, thanks for having me. Let me tell you about a cult.
You know what I meant.
So there's a comedian that I'm a pretty big fan of. I definitely really enjoy his podcast. His podcast is called Congratulations by Chris D'Elia. Chris D'Elia, funny dude. He's starting a cult, and it's a pretty funny cult.
A legit cult.
This
isn't a joke.
Now, everyone in the cult has to call him either mommy or daddy, and everyone in the cult is a baby. There's babies, so everyone's a bunch of babies. He's mommy and daddy, and he has this really elaborate plan of buying a log cabin, a big log cabin at that. And he wants everyone sitting Indian style, getting sucked and fucked, sharing ideas, and living that hedonistic lifestyle. That's what Chris D'Elia wants. And everyone has to wear long white linens to be even.
I like this part.
But everyone has really cool shoes. That's where you express yourself, is in your shoes. So everyone's got fresh fucking kicks and just white linens off of that, sitting Indian style, sharing ideas, getting sucked and fucked. That's the Chris D'Elia cult.
I wonder how many people are gonna join it, and then how many people are gonna when they've retreated from society and they've just gone full send into their log cabin. How many people will just eventually leave because they'll just be like,
"This is weird.
This was fun, but I'm out of here, Chris D'Elia." And Chris D'Elia is just like, wait a minute,
wait a second, guys.
Wait a minute, guys, come back.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know. What does he say about the real babies? What is it? The real babies will come.
Oh, the real babies will come because the real babies know the language.
He's dividing and conquering his fan base already.
His comedy tour is called Follow the Leader, and the icon for it is him holding a baby in the palm of his hand, and below the baby it says, "It's us or them." Follow the Leader tour. Us or them.
Sounds like a little George Bush trying to get Congress to go to war.
Wake me up when we start the bombing.
That's pretty weird, dude. Cults are weird. I don't even I guess cult has been going on forever.
Get a cult of personality.
Yeah. Oh, I love that song.
Yeah.
We'll have to look that up.
Living Color. In Color. Living Color.
It's
something color.
Yeah.
The only thing you have to fear is fear itself. It's got that little...
Who said that? You know who said that?
FDR.
Yeah, that's right.
Fuck yeah, I know my shit.
Like and subscribe if you are a fan of FDR.
That was actually one of the hardest songs in Guitar Hero 3.
Guitar Hero 3 has to be the best Guitar Hero game.
Oh, for sure. Hands down.
Okay, well, Guitar Hero...
Picks down.
Guitar Hero 2 had Freebird, which
Yeah,
may have been one of the best songs to play. I was a big fan of playing 1. Obviously, that last song, when you beat Guitar Hero 3, it's Through the Fire and the Flames.
Through the Fire and Flames by Dragon Force.
I think I completed it on medium.
That's still pretty hard to do.
I was never very good. I was good at 4 fingers, 5 pedals or whatever they're called.
The orange.
Yeah, the orange fret. It was tough. Yeah, no. What's your? Can you pick out your favorite Guitar Hero song to play?
Actually,
I think mine was My Name is Jonas.
Whoa, weird.
Is that one yours too?
I was literally about to say, I heard My Name is Jonas in the radio this morning, and I just had this great memory of me and my friend Jake Culpy. Shout out Jake Culpy, 5th grade. And we spent all night one night. We had a sleepover, spent all night until we got 100% of My Name is Jonas on hard.
My name is Jonas,
and I'm carrying the wheel. Thanks for all you show.
Yeah, actually, thank you for bringing up. I don't know if I brought it up or you brought it up, but I fucking love Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero is awesome.
Jesus Christ. It's an essential at any party.
Dude, while we're on the topic of Guitar Hero, you want to just jump into music recommendation of the week?
Hell fucking yeah, give it to me.
This week, we're going with another band that went for fucking longevity. They were popping in the 80s, came out with a really cool album in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
They're called the Pixies.
Oh, I know about the Pixies.
If you have seen the movie Fight Club, the song that plays at the end when the city's blowing up, Where Is My Mind? That's by the Pixies. That's off of their 1988 album, Surfer Rosa. That's a good one. But
anyone who hasn't heard Where's My Mind by the Pixies, I'm not a big Pixies fan, but I know that song. I love that song. It's a must listen if you haven't heard it yet.
The album that we're officially endorsing, look it up, is Doolittle.
Doolittle?
Came out in 1989.
89?
Pixies, Doolittle, phenomenal. They also came out with a good album in 2016 called Head Carrier.
Hey, shout out to bands that stick together for the long run and they're not just going crazy with fame. You know, they have those are the bands that love the music the most. They may not be the best bands, they may not be the biggest bands, but they're definitely bands you can identify with and bands you should look up to because, you know, it's like marriage in a way. You know, it's like some people quit too easily. And
the Pixies didn't.
They didn't. Good for them.
Good for
Do you
them.
know like any of the lead singer's name or anything?
Yeah, Frank Black.
Frank Black.
He had a cool solo career actually. They did take a little hiatus in the late 90s, and Frank Black came out with a cool song. I can't really think of the name of the album, but Los Angeles is my favorite song from Frank Black. It's in Tony Hawk's American Wasteland.
Cool. I definitely will be looking more into the Pixies. Thanks for the recommendation. I only know I've listened to their stuff, but like the only one that resonates is Where's My Mind. Great song. Check it out.
Stop.
Yeah, I love that song.
Really, really.
And I love Fight Club, even though we're
good.
not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, because that's the first rule.
Yep.
What's the second rule again?
What's your scary animal of the week?
That is the second rule. I'm pretty sure that's what Edward Norton was saying. And my scary animal of the week, can you say relevant?
Oh, I'm not sure I can.
Okay. Well, I saw...
Relevant?
It's a...
I can't do it.
We need to get a Google pronunciation app.
Thank you very much.
Fucking centipedes. Ugh. Why do you have so many legs?
Ew, look at that. Centipede on the
Gross.
screen right now.
Too many centipedes. Too many legs. What's up with all those legs? I saw a centipede last
I
night.
just want to throw up.
I literally saw a centipede last night just crawling around, and I stepped on it, and I killed it.
Was it in your house?
Yeah.
Disgusting.
It
Get
was
it
in my
out.
house.
Get it out now.
I killed it.
Get it the fuck out.
All right. It's God. It's dead. It's dead. Jeez. Stop yelling.
No, I'm pretty sure there was a time, like in like Jurassic or one of those time periods before or after the Jurassic Park, that that centipedes were huge.
Probably.
I've definitely seen a movie where a centipede was huge and it was attacking a human, and it was like, and it was like a big fight.
Oh, the human centipede.
No, good one. Yeah, if you haven't seen the human centipede, don't.
Yeah, you will regret it. You will regret it.
Don't look it up.
The Human Centipede 2, on the other hand, quality film.
Yeah, centipedes are disgusting. How many legs do they have? 100? I mean, I don't really know. It doesn't matter. They have a lot of legs, and they move in
Too
unison.
many is the
They're kind
answer.
of like snakes, dude.
Yeah, they're kind of like
Another
snakes.
arthropod, though.
Yeah. I'm starting to notice a trend in my animals of too much vertebrae.
Too much vertebrae.
Too much vertebrae.
I'm not sure that has vertebrae, but it has a segmented body, very similar.
Similar to
It's similar to vertebrae in the sense that it's segmented, and it's not a chordrate though, so that means it is an invertebrate.
It needs to stop. That's what
I need it to
needs
get
to
out of
do.
my house for sure. Okay, can I do my scary of the week?
Yeah, let's. I want
My
let's
scary
fucking
animal.
hear it.
My scary animal of the week is something that hits close to home because they're always in my home, especially around the summertime. As you know, in Maine, we have a good summer season. It's vacation land, and I guess the bats come in vacation too. So my scary animal of the week is bats. None in particular. I'm sure there's some bats that are friendly, like to eat fruit, like fucking losers. I like vampire bats. I don't like them. I like to be scared of them. I know these things aren't living in Maine, but just all the time, these bats flying around my house at night. I'm like, how the fuck did you get in here? Apparently, they can fit into any nook and cranny. And the real reason why I'm scared of bats is because I had a traumatic experience when I was young. I was like 2 or 3, and I vaguely remember it, but it stuck with me because I have a deep fear of it. They're mice with wings, and mice are scary to people. But think about mice with wings, and they're ugly. They're ugly, and so I was in the bathtub. I must have been 2 or 3, and I was just playing, and my mom left the room, and this is my parents' room, and then apparently something like it fell into the water, and I didn't know what it was, and I was like, ugh, and it was just like in the water. And then my mom comes back in the room, and I'm not so much scared by the bat. I was more scared by my mom's reaction. She was like, "Ah!" Like something like that. And that stuck with me because I knew that she was scared about that because I was looking at it and I didn't know what the fuck it was. And this is all pretty vague memory, but I mean, I think it totally has stuck with me. And, you know, that's something that, like, Freud would say. It's like these experiences in your childhood will shape who you are when you're older. And I am scared of bats. And I can't, like, if there's a bat in my house, I'm not going to be very good at getting it out. I'm going to open the door and I'm going to get on the ground because they fly and, you know, they don't.
Hey, bats, quit just hearing everything. Open your eyes.
Yeah, dude, you fucking blind as a bat. Fucking bat.
Hey, that's relevant to your beef not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
You do not like things I can't see.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to apologize to the blind community. Been receiving a lot of hate mail lately.
Lots of hate mail.
You know, you blind people apparently saw that. Excuse me.
You know what? That was a pretty fucking gangster joke that you just made.
Can you please explain to me what gangster is? Because I don't know.
So I don't know how to maybe necessarily explain how to make something gangster, but I can give you an example of a gangster act you can do. Farting on a plane.
Sounds just kind of rude to me.
You're a straight up gangster if you fart on a plane.
I'm sure there's a gangster way to do it.
Like you just sit there and you go, and then don't do anything and just look forward. And just look forward.
How about you look directly at the person who's sitting next to you, just like, what are you gonna do about it? And they're gonna be like, oh, I'm telling them to land the plane. In this world of offense we live in.
No farting on my plane.
Goddamn liberal globalists always getting offended by people farting on the plane.
I will fart in your general direction. That's a nice Monty Python quote. You got any examples of gangster activities?
I don't know, maybe running.
that might be.
How
more
about
gangster.
like beating a guy with a bat at the table? That's something Capone did in The Untouchables. De Niro, check that movie out.
I've always wanted to get into a bat fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I want to get into a fight with a bat.
Yeah, it'd be nice to be the guy with the bat.
Because no one knows who's gonna win a bat fight.
Yeah, you bring a gun to a bat fight, you're gonna win. But do you bring a bat to a bat fight? Who's gonna win? You don't know. You don't know. A baseball bat, not a bat.
Yeah, we're not talking about.
We're not
animals.
bringing bats.
We're talking about literal a baseball bat.
I don't know, gangster shit. Like, I guess farting on a plane is pretty gangster. It's also completely rude, and we wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, if you want to be a nice person, don't do it.
Obviously, people are gonna fart on a plane. Just don't like fart out loud and like draw attention to yourself, because once you've decided to go the gangster route, there's no coming back.
Yeah,
you got to be a gangster the whole way through. You got to be like, just like.
You can't dip your toes into gangster shit.
You gotta knock on the pilot's door and be like, "Hey, boys, let me in," and they probably will.
And then you fart, and then you walk right out of the pilot's cockpit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gangster.
Pilots are definitely a skilled profession, and I don't know how people end up being a pilot. But have you seen To Catch Me If You Can?
No.
It's with Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks. Recommending that movie. I've seen it like 2 or 3 times.
Leo.
He pretends to be a pilot at one point. He like forged checks the whole time. He basically like pretends like he has money and people give him money. And yeah, so that's another good movie. But honestly, I think we're out of time.
I think we might be. We have been filming for 48 hours straight.
Yeah.
It's pretty exhausting.
We appreciate you guys sticking with us on the live cast, but as you know, this will be edited, and we're grateful for you true listeners, you day one subscribers.
Yeah, so please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe comment your favorite fuck up of ours.
Yeah, comment the favorite fuck up, send us stuff, you know the stuff, and
send us
like
stuff.
I said, thank you so much for listening to Usually Suspect. We really appreciate all our followers, and we hope you have been enjoying the ride.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Oh. That's our key.
I feel
have beer, you can be Apollo Ono. Goosey goosey.
This is me, after a Molson Canadian on the ice. Just flowing.
Getting Subway sponsorships.
I feel it fade.
Something.